Hey y'all, how you doing today? Danna here. I'm about to pull the turkey out of the oven. We've been talking about making a turkey and the tips to make a turkey. I'm gonna pull mine out of the oven and we're gonna see where we're at, okay? Here we go. Oops, hot. Okay, look at the shape of my turkey. Can y'all see that beautiful turkey? It's a beautiful bird, and if you will notice, I have foil in different places. The last 30 minutes of your cook time, you have to take the cover off, and then you cover spots that are darker than others so that you can get it more even all over. So let me recap where we are on cooking the turkey. This is, let me see where my book is. There we are. Nanny Swan's Best Roasted Turkey. It's on page 2 of Happiness is Homemade, y'all, and it walks you right through it. How to wash it. I showed you how to wash it in a previous video, and I showed you how to salt it and butter it and put it in the pan. And now we're pulling it out. And remember, I said we got to temp it and make sure the breast is at 165. So here we go. Ooh, look at that beautiful bird. Okay, it's going up pretty fast on that temperature. And when you temp it, you do want to temp on the breast part, okay? And we are at 165. We're actually a little higher than that, so we're doing good. Now, when you're doing your turkey, if you'll look here, look how beautiful and brown that is. Look how crispy the skin is. Now, we can't dive into this and eat it right now because it's got to sit for about 20 to 40 minutes before you even carve it. So while that's cooling and all that, I'm going to show you how to make the giblet gravy, okay? So we're going to need some pan drippings. So I have a gravy separator here, and what happens is the broth separates from the fat, and that's what I'm going to use, the fat part, to get the roux started for the gravy, and then we'll add some more things to it. And of course we'll add the giblets as well. I cooked those. I popped them in a little dish in the oven with some butter and let them cook while I was cooking this, and I'm going to add it to that gravy, and we're going to have some really good giblet gravy in just a minute. So hold everything. Let me rearrange stuff. I'm going to have to set this to the side, like I said, and let it cool and let it just sit because it's a really, really hot bird right now. And I'm just going to turn my stove off because standing over the stove makes me hot. Okay, here we go. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful bird. Y'all see my bird? Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Beautiful. And it's going to taste so good. If y'all like a juicy bird, give me a thumbs up because that's what I do. No dry birds for us. All right, let me show you about my separator here. We need about 4 cups of liquid. So this thing has a little hole in the bottom here. So I'm going to pull this lever down and all of the good juice off the turkey is going to come through it. Can y'all see that? I love this little gadget. David bought it for me. He knows I love stuff like this. And then the fat part is still in this top one, and I'll use that to start making the gravy. So let me get the correct pan that I need, and I'll move it over here. Now I'm going to use this pan with the white bottom so that you can see what I'm doing. This is actually a bigger pan than I would normally use, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing in the pan. All right, we got to turn it on about medium high. And we've got to get that fat into here. So let me just pour it. Let me take the lid off. Come on, lid. All right, I'm gonna need a little bit more fat than that. So let me get some out of my turkey. Now, y'all, while I was cooking the turkey, I did baste it. I did baste my turkey. I have a baster, another gadget that I love. And I basted it like maybe 3 times during the cooking, because it keeps the skin moist, it keeps everything moist. Life is good. You got to use this juice. It is liquid gold. And remember, it really is because it's got a lot of butter in it. This is going to be a very rich, rich gravy. All right, maybe a little bit more and then we'll be done. And remember, and sometimes I'll just come back over here just to make sure. Just put a little bit more on top of that beautiful bird. It's gonna be some good eating. Now, when we get that started, I'll show you how to make gravy, but you're gonna need about 4 cups of this maybe. So to the drippings, and I may just do 2 or 3, but I'm gonna add this. It's gonna be really rich. And I may go the rest of the way with water. I will, because I don't want it to be too rich. All right, got my water. This is starting to boil, as you can hear. And so we're gonna need us a good spoon, and we're gonna need to get going with our roux. So we're gonna need about 1/3 to 1/2 a cup of flour. We're just gonna sprinkle it in there and start stirring. Y'all know how to do gravy. It's not bad at all. We're gonna have to cook it just a little bitty bit. A little bitty bit. We gotta get the flour taste to cook out. Now I need a little bit more liquid, so here people. And when you're doing gravy, you cannot walk away. You have to stay here and baby your gravy when you're doing it. So let me baby my gravy. Y'all doing okay today? I know y'all are not thinking about Thanksgiving yet, or maybe you are, because you know Thanksgiving, when you have a bunch of people over, you do have to do some planning, and you do have to do your menu and all that. So I have all this for you in my book, how to do the turkey, how to do the sides. I've already done some of those for you. The Arkansas green beans, the sweet potato casserole, we've done those. And right here, we're just gonna make this gravy. And we're also gonna need, I personally like a lot of pepper in mine, so I'm gonna pepper it up. Now, if you don't like pepper, you don't have to. There we go. And I'm gonna need some salt. I'm gonna have to get my salt cellar here. There's not any in it. What do you do when the salt shaker's empty? Hang on, everybody. Here's a little right here. I'm gonna do this and then taste it. You gotta remember, I had salt all over the bird, and this is the juice from the bird. So we have to make sure that we don't over salt it at first. We'll taste of it in a minute. Now you gotta stir and stir and stir. Bring it back to a boil. And also, we've got to put our giblets in here, and I already chopped them up. And I'm putting in the gizzard and the neck, the meat from the neck. And you just got to let people know you love them if you pull that meat off the neck, because it's difficult, I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit difficult. So you got the giblets in there. Now, my Nanny Swan would always add boiled eggs to hers, but I don't do that. You got to realize back in the day, they always had a lot of extra eggs if their hens were laying, and they had to use it somewhere. So they would use it in dressing and in their gravy and things like that. Now, y'all remember Happiness is Homemade is on sale on Amazon, and it'll come right to your house. And I appreciate all you that have bought it, because it is selling like hotcakes right now. And I really do appreciate it. There you go. Just keep adding. You just want to thicken it up. This is how you do the gravy. This is going to be so good. I'm going to serve this tonight. Normally I would do mashed potatoes, but tonight we're doing rice and turkey and vegetables, a mixed vegetable dish that I do. And it's going to be good. It's going to be tasty. But on Thanksgiving, it'll be traditional Thanksgiving stuff. Now on this gravy, this is a gravy made out of just the broth and things and juice from the turkey, but if you decide you want to add some milk to it or some cream, it'll just cream it up a little bit. So you are the creator of your gravy, and you decide how you want it to go, okay? Now mine's getting thick right here, and I need to taste of it. So let me just see. You can tell it's ready when it sticks to the back of the spoon. Oh, that's good. That is so good. And it doesn't need any more salt at all. So I'm lucky. All right. Okay, folks. I got the giblet gravy done. And the next thing I got to do is just put it up in my beautiful serving dish. And this is the serving dish that I have, my brown drip serving dish. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to turn it off. and just get us something and scoop it up in here. This is gonna be really good. Okay, so you saw me take the turkey out. Oh, y'all, this looks so good. Look at that. Ta-da. Delicious stuff. It'll go good over anything, really. This is gonna be delicious. But anyway, we'll have it with our turkey and rice tonight. And if it were Thanksgiving, we would have it with our chicken and dressing. All right, here's the giblet gravy. Okay, y'all, that's what I've got for you now. Let me set my gravy down. And I've got my beautiful bird, and it has to sit there and cool for a lot longer, and I'm not gonna hold you here. But my husband, he usually comes and carves it for me, and then I do a little spread on a platter, make it look pretty, and I serve it. So that's how I do at Thanksgiving. And if y'all got any questions, post them below. Y'all send this to somebody that needs to know how to cook a turkey, because the turkey day's coming up. And I'm just going to tell you what I always tell you. The good Lord loves you, and I love you too. Now y'all go and think about what you're going to do for Thanksgiving, and check out my page, Danna Standridge, and go like my page and share it with others. And we all need to stick together and feed the world. Everybody feels better if they're well fed. Okay, I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.